Alright my people, I'm going to be showing you how to attach your Swiss lace to your wig cap for ear to ear frontal. So we'll be showing you how to move from this to this. This is what the final look is. So let's jump right in. So for this tutorial we need a wig cap, of course, and then we need a Swiss lace. And so I'm just going to be using my top tag to hold it. Make sure it is very tight, like tightly, placed, so that when you remove it, it's not going to be slacking. Okay, because we are going to be cutting this front off after we finish attaching it. So I'm just holding it with my thumb tag, and then I'm just going to be smoothing out the edges and make sure it is properly placed. Right to the front, make sure you smoothing it very well. Okay, so you can see that, and then try as much as possible not to have some gallops. I'm just holding everything in as it should, making sure it is smooth and tight. That is, it is lapping on our wig cap. And now I'm just going ahead with my scissors. I'm going to be cutting out the excess. You're going to see shortly why I cut before I sew. Okay, I've seen some people, they sew first before they cut, but it leaves a rough edge, which I really do not like. So what I do is I cut it out, and so I can now fold it and sew it just like that. See, so I'm just going to be folding it in, and now I'm sewing. You can see I didn't start right from the edge. I shifted a little bit, and now I'm just sewing it outside now, down to the edge, close, yeah, and then I'm gonna be working my way through. Now I don't tie knots when I sew, because usually it looks rough and it gives me a lot of stress. So what I do is I sew in, like you see, I'm putting the thread inside the one I've sewn before. That way it is holding it tight, it will not lose out. You see, you bring it out, and then you, instead of putting ahead of it, you go back inside like that, and we'll keep sewing just like that. There will be no need for tying or knotting until we get to the end of our sewing. So we're just going to be putting it, instead of starting above, you go back inside. That way it's sewing very strong. I mean, it's similar to the way a machine sews the cloth. Okay, so we're just going to be going ahead and sewing that in. You can see it's looking neat and beautiful. We keep sewing. Okay. Inside out. Alright, as you can see, we're just going ahead sewing, and that's what we're going to be doing all through. So keep watching until the end so that you can see how I finally tie and knot it. Okay, we just fold and keep sewing until we get to the other end of it. Alright, I had to cut my thread out because I discovered it was tight and I couldn't detangle it. So what I did was use another thread and needle, and then I tied it, and then continue sewing. You remember how we sew inside. You don't put your needle in front of the one you've sewn already. You put it behind the one you've sewn already. That way it is tight and secure. No need to tie a knot again. Take your time so your thread does not give you problems, okay? Just take it easy, one at a time, until you're finally done. So we'll just keep folding and keep sewing until we get to the other end of the wig cap. Alright, we are almost at the edge, so I'm just going to put that in, and then you see what I'm doing. I've sewn to the edge and now I'm going back in, and then I'll turn it inside and tie it inside. Okay, after that we'll cut it. We'll split the thread into two and then tie again. This is to make sure that it holds very well and secure, and then cut out. Now that is how we tie a knot. So I'm going to bring in out the wig cap, and then I'm cutting off the inside one because we don't need it anymore. The Swiss lace is going to be replacing that part of it, and there you have it. We are all done. Now this thing can be used for a wig like that.